Hello, good morning and welcome to the United Stand. Romelu Lukaku is a red. He is a Manchester United player, and as promised, we are going to take your calls. Normally, we're going to do it at 8:30 when somebody is signed for United, but I've got a funny feeling today is going to go off like a bottle of pop. Lukaku announced at 8 a.m. by Manchester United on the Twitter account. We're live at 11:30. I did a short reaction to that at 8 o'clock pre-record, but we're live now. Taking your calls because we will be live again at 8 o'clock with Saturday Night Live, but we may well be live again but in between that. I feel that something else is going to happen today. We're going on the tour tomorrow. Rooney could leave at any time, so I think we'll push it forward. Let's get Lukaku spoken about so we're in preparation for what could be about to happen with Manchester United. I'm happy, very, very happy. I just want to read you this tweet from @CriminalCosta. Lukaku back at my club in tears. This man has unfinished business. This man cried when he visited the bridge as a kid. This man is Chelsea. Take the L. No way. No way. We'll call him Romelu Lukaku because Chelsea took 2 L's on this week. One, they thought they were going to get him. Then we came in. Then they thought they were going to get him with a late bid and we took him again. So it's Romelu Lukaku from now on because Chelsea have taken the L's. I love that. I just read it on Twitter as well. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, do want to take your calls. Skype Goldbridge is open. So get in and Skype in. Give us your thoughts on Lukaku. Just to give you a few thoughts, I've given you mine. Refresh if you don't have us live, because I do. We should be up and running live, hopefully. Like I said, get in, get calling, and Gary Neville has actually come out, and everybody knows what I think about Lukaku. I'm happy that we've signed him now, but I did have my concerns about it. Gary Neville has basically come out. I don't want to misquote him, but let me read you this, what Gary Neville has said. For those who are a little bit late to the party, because I know you're worldwide, we've got Manchester United account this morning tweeting out that he will be a Manchester United player. I can give you the official bit on that as well, pending the normal stuff, which is obviously medical and personal terms, but you don't put that out. Manchester United is delighted to announce a fee has been agreed with Everton for the transfer of Romelu Lukaku, subject to a medical and personal terms. Bish bash bosh, it's done. We don't need anything else saying about it, to be honest. The official unveiling probably when we're in LA with him. There's a video gone out of him with Pogba when he tells Pogba the news that they've put out there. And Pogba's very happy. To be honest, I'm not bothered about that. Great that they're friends. It's what they do on the pitch. Gary Neville's come out 3 hours ago and said he's incredibly talented, Lukaku, and I've seen him destroy defences, but personally, I've never been his biggest fan. However, he will score goals. He went missing in too many matches I saw, but with a better team and players around him, he has an improved chance to deliver in the big matches. And I think Gary's hit the nail on the head there. I mean, he hasn't mentioned the obvious one, the first touch, but I think as an ex-pro, you probably don't go in that hard on a new signing for United. But I think he echoes what a lot of people felt about Lukaku, myself included. I have my worries about he does go missing in big games, and people can throw stats about what he's done against the top 6. It's not just about goals, and he certainly hasn't scored them against United, but with better players and a better club and a bigger atmosphere, it can take him to that next level, and I think he will go to that next level. If Mourinho wants him, then I'm sure Mourinho can get the best out of him. And as I said, his first touch worries me more than anything, but that can be taught. Morning to Carrick fan, how are we doing? Yeah, definitely can be taught. So I want to take some calls, whether you want to talk about what Gary Neville said, what you think about the Lukaku deal. Barry Sang says a very key signing and I hope to see more in the future. Is it official, Mark? Says Stephen O'Brien. Well, it depends what you want to call official, really. We've been doing this for 3 years now. It's official. I mean, official is when he's there holding the shirt up. But in the world of football fans who want to discuss things, this is done. United Twitter account has never, ever, ever, ever said we've agreed a deal with Lukaku pending terms and medical terms and personal terms and then not signed. So it's officially going to happen. We've ridden that Chelsea storm. For anyone joining us a little bit late, we have signed Romelu Lukaku. The L's have gone. There's 2 L's. They've been taken away from his name because Chelsea have taken them. Morning, Carrick fan, says George Carl. Okay, I want to take a call. Please do just hit it. Don't be shy. Give us your thoughts. I just want to get a lot of people on. Hello, can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello, Raj. You're live on the United Stand. What do you want to say?
Yeah. I'm actually very happy with the Lukaku signing.
Good. Gary Neville's worried about him being a bit of a big game bottler. Are you worried about that?
Not really, actually. I mean, yeah, he's not had a good record against United, but I feel he'll improve under Mourinho. And if Mourinho trusts him, I trust Mourinho completely, like 100%.
Yes, I think you've summed up probably what I think and what a lot of people think. I do have concerns, but I think those concerns have to be put to bed when Jose Mourinho decides that he wants this man as his striker. Just a very quick question, because I'm going to get loads of people on tonight, so it's not today, so it's not going to be the normal 5 minutes. I just want to get quick reactions from people. But one question I do want to ask you, who would you have preferred, Morata or Lukaku?
Well, I would have preferred Morata, just because he has more European experience, and Lukaku does not have Champions League experience that Morata has, even though Morata is a bench player. But if Mourinho backs Lukaku, then I back Mourinho.
Great. Thanks for the call, Raj. Where are you calling from?
Oh, I'm calling from India.
India. Thanks for calling in first, and please do call in again.
Yeah, thank you. And one more thing, I love your channel. It's very good.
Brilliant, mate. We'll keep spreading the word and keep getting involved, and we'll have you on again soon.
Thank you, Mark.
Cheers. I'm literally whizzing through calls today, so just get on, give us your thoughts. It is a reaction to a transfer. It probably won't be on that long, but I want to just get a lot of people on and get their opinion in relation to this, because it is your show, and we've promised this summer that we will react and get your opinion on transfers. Nitesh, can you hear me? Hello? Okay, we can't get him, but we'll go for... There's definitely a different dynamic when we do it this time, because it's different times, you see. Abdul, can you hear me? Hello? Hello, you're live on the United Stand.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. What do you think about the Lukaku deal?
Oh, the Lukaku deal. Oh, yeah. Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a brilliant coup, but I think what people are forgetting is that we haven't signed other players. The CDM was the most important part, although last season we didn't score much. We didn't finish the chances that we had.
Yeah, I think that's an interesting point. I mean, let me just bring it back to Lukaku. Are you happy with the Lukaku deal, or would you have preferred somebody else?
Oh, the Lukaku deal. I mean, considering it's in the the Premiership does have a different kind of strikers, and Lukaku is a proven Premiership striker. So I think I'm very happy, but I'd say that he still needs a support striker, if you know what I mean. So which bodes well for Martial and Rashford for the Premiership. So I think he shouldn't sign really another striker, but I think knowing Jose is a pragmatist, so he's going to sign another striker as well.
I hope so. And you mentioned the centre defensive midfielder. Link into Eric Dier again last night and this morning from Spurs. I think this is why we're doing this morning, this calling show, because I think something else is going to happen for the show tonight. Who would you want as a midfielder, and who do you think we're going to get?
To be honest, if you go with what Jose's long-term plan is actually to put Fosu Mensah there. So if you're going with that, then you have to think of Matuidi or somebody a bit older so you can just learn from. But I think they're ready more than people think. I think Fosu Mensah is ready to take over the CDM already now. If you see the backbone with the people around him, like Pogba, Herrera, he will be fine. I don't know if he's ready to be trusted with that CDM yet, but I would sign somebody who's not Eric Dier, if you know what I mean. Okay, so yeah. Matic does sound so a plaster for now, for one season, and I know this is his season to win the Premiership. What do you think?
I'm shaking my head. No, I don't want Matic, but that's my personal opinion. I'd rather have Eric Dier, but ideally, Nainggolan or Fabinho. I agree with you. I think Fosu Mensah is the player to do it. I'm not sure whether he's ready, only because Mourinho didn't play him enough last season. But we'll wait and see. Thanks for calling.
Because he didn't play him So how are you gonna? When is he gonna be ready? Next season? That's another season. He didn't play him last season, so he has to play him sometime. Otherwise, send him on loan or something. But he's taking him on tour tomorrow, so I don't know.
I agree. I think he should have gone on loan last year because he just didn't use him, so he almost lost a year. But no, I'm a big fan of Fosu Mensah. Abdul, thanks for calling. Where are you calling from?
I'm from Cheltenham.
Cheltenham. Well, thanks for calling in. Please do call in again.
Thanks, Mark.
Thank you. Tyrone's there saying 75 million is too much. For those who've joined us a little bit late, Skype Goldbridge is all one word. You can search us out on Skype. We're taking your calls at 11:30 on a Saturday morning, reacting to this news that Lukaku will be a Manchester United player. United have tweeted it out. The deal has been agreed with Everton. They've just got to do medical and personal terms now. Lukaku's done a video with Pogba when he tells him the news. Apart from holding the shirt up when it's official, it's official. We've won Lukaku. I don't know why I'm calling him Lukaku. It's a Kaku. Both the L's have gone to Chelsea. But yes, Tyrone says it's too much money. Gary Neville says that he's not his biggest fan, but he will do well at United. He goes missing in the big games. To be honest, don't pick on Gary. It's only what we've been saying all week. I've got my concerns about Lukaku and his first touch. But as the first caller said, it's the reason I'm happy about it is because this is what Mourinho wants, and if Mourinho feels he can sort those problems out, then who are we to judge? But Tyrone, well, I just read your comment out, Tyrone. Give us your thoughts.
Would have preferred Morata, to be honest.
Yeah, I think I've not spoken to anybody who wouldn't, to be honest. I don't know whether that's because everybody expected Morata. I believe that Morata has the better attributes. I think it's going to be very interesting if Chelsea sign Morata because, as I said last night, Chelsea get their second choice, we get our second choice, we get Chelsea's first choice in Lukaku, and Chelsea get our first choice in Morata. It's just weird how football works out. We couldn't get messed around by Madrid anymore. But it'll be interesting if they go head-to-head in the Premier League, who comes out on top.
I just think... I know what you mean, but I just think if you're going to spend 75 million on Lukaku, why haggle for 4 million more? Why not just pay it and just get Morata?
I mean, my interpretation is, because that makes total sense, we're paying 75 million for Lukaku. By all accounts, it would have cost us about the same, or maybe 80 million for Morata, so why not spend another 5 to get your favourite player? But I think what it actually comes down to, I don't think it was ever going to be that simple. I think Real Madrid were just messing around. And it could have gone on for another 2 or 3 weeks. So, look, I would have preferred Morata, but I actually applaud United for just saying, you know what, you've messed us around for so long. I mean, I feel sorry for Morata. He came back from his honeymoon to try and sort it out. But I think what United have done is actually, it's big. It's much bigger than Lukaku. It's like, you know what, we are not going to get messed around. And if people try and mess us around, we'll go elsewhere. And you know what, I do prefer Morata. But what are your thoughts on Lukaku? Because I don't think there's a world of difference between them. I think we can get what we would have got out of Morata.
I'm going to get behind him. Obviously, there's loads of concerns about his first touch. But more importantly, I'm worried when we don't have the ball, he just seems a bit lazy to me sometimes. He doesn't he doesn't pressurize the centre backs. But if Mourinho can get him to play in a different way, then I'll get behind him.
Yeah. Well, as I said, Gary Neville said it. I think a few people have said it. We've been saying it in the week for weeks. Lukaku has been linked to us in the past, and I said I didn't want him. When he comes to us, he gets my backing because I trust Mourinho. But he has got glaring issues around. He needs to do it more consistently in the big games, and he needs to sort out his first touch. That's massive for a Manchester United number 9. But I'm sure Mourinho feels he can do that. I mean, to be honest, if you want to be hypercritical, when Everton played us and they got that penalty, we got that penalty late on, or the free kick or something. I remember Lukaku's attitude towards Ashley Williams was very, very petulant. So he'll need to sort that out. He needs to come into United with a real desire to work hard. But I have listened to some of his interviews, which I've never really listened to before. In fact, it was tweeted off our account yesterday. And he does come across as a very level-headed young man, so that's in his favour as well.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. I think he'll work hard. It's just them times, it's just them moments where it's 1-1, you need him to take a penalty, is he going to put it away? I'm never confident he's going to put the penalty in the back of the net.
Yeah, he missed that penalty, didn't he, in the semi-final as well?
I know, times like that, you have to be able to strike the ball and put it into the back of the net. But I don't know, maybe Mourinho can get the best out of him.
Yeah,
let's wait and see.
He does. He needs to sort that out as well. His shot technique isn't absolutely perfect, but I'm nitpicking there. But I'm sure Mourinho will be well aware of it. So we'll say and wait and see. But
he's 75. He's 75 mil. He's got to start to believe in himself now, and let's hope he becomes a superstar at United.
Thanks for calling in, Tyrone. Good points.
All right, thanks, Mark. Take care.
Pal. Bye. You know what? And I think that is where the Pogba friendship will help him a hell of a lot. Because sometimes when you go into a new job or a new club, if you don't know anybody really that well, you think about yourself in a new school, new college, moving to a new town, new job or anything like that. You go in there, but there's always that inside you. I don't really know anybody. It's going to take me time to settle down, and then in a couple of months, you're absolutely fine. He's going in there with somebody he's been on holiday with regularly, Paul Pogba. They're very, very good friends, and he's got that support network around him. Mourinho is not. Mourinho is a taskmaster as well, and the thing I liked about Morata was that Mourinho had given him his debut at Real Madrid. There's a relationship there. He'd played with Pogba for a year. There's an understanding there. We don't quite get that with Lukaku, but he has managed Lukaku, so Lukaku knows what he's getting, and he is very good friends with Pogba. And also, there is the Belgian connection, isn't there, with Fellaini? Yeah, I'm sure that's going to tear the Premier League up. Fellaini and Lukaku linking in together, head tennis. But I want to take another call because that's what it's all about. It's all about you. That's what McFly sang once. Let's try Andrew. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can, Mark. How you doing?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Really excited. I've been pro Lukaku pretty much the entire time that we've been going after a striker this offseason.
That's brilliant. That's music to my ears because I don't think we've actually had a caller on yet who's been consistently wanting Lukaku all the way through. I think most people now are happy we've got him and we're backing what the manager wants. But, I'll honestly say I would have preferred Morata. There's nothing wrong with saying that. But why did you want Lukaku as your number one then?
So for me, I honestly would have been happy with either Bellotti or Lukaku. That's just my personal opinion. But I wanted both of them for the same reasons, that I felt they were both very strong, very powerful, and we need someone that's good in the air, which is something that I've seen from Lukaku pretty much consistently, that he is very strong in the air, and that's got a lot to do with that 6'2", 225 frame. Like that's something that you can't get over. It's like exactly what you were saying with that picture you showed yesterday. Like that's a large man. That's the size of an NFL linebacker. Yeah.
And you know what? I think I said this last night. I've spoken to so many people. I don't know what I've said on air and what I've said in private conversations. But you're spot on. The thing I said a year ago when we signed Zlatan, and I was very excited about Zlatan. So you know what? Actually, if you compare Zlatan and Lukaku, I'm not saying Lukaku's Zlatan, but the traits that they have are quite similar. And the one thing I was very excited about Zlatan is that United hadn't had a number 9 for a long time who would bully defenders. We're getting that with Lukaku, so we are retaining that from last season, and we were set up around a number 9 who could do that. The great addition that we get with Lukaku that you don't get with Zlatan is the ability to turn and run fast, and that will push defenders back. So in many ways, when you look at the approach Mourinho went with United last season to this season, we're actually going to be more dangerous because teams played a high line when we had Zlatan, but Lukaku, he can bully them, he can hold the ball up, but he can also get in behind and run the channels, which is very important.
Oh, absolutely. Well, and he's not the greatest at dribbling, but he is very good at dribbling, and that speed that he's got is going to be something that Zlatan did not have last year. It's something that he will be able to blow past defenders, and they won't be able to play that high line, which is something that so many teams, when they came to Old Trafford last year, they played a high line, and we couldn't break defenses. And with Lukaku getting back there, I really feel that while there are some things he does need to improve on, I've said this multiple times, that I feel that he does need to improve on his first touch. He does need to improve on a couple of different things. But obviously Jose Mourinho does have the ability to get the best out of every single player that he has. And I believe that with Lukaku, if he can sort out his first touch and he can sort out a couple of these different little things, he can easily be one of the top 3 strikers in the world, if not the top.
I would agree. And also, United have just installed a brick wall for him to kick the ball against and start practicing his first touch. The brick wall's called Eric Bailly. But Lukaku's done. I've got a funny feeling something else might happen this weekend. I don't know about you.
Oh, absolutely. And I actually was thinking this today, that I felt like Fabinho was going to be the next signing, but I feel like because Fabinho has been so heavily linked to us, and even more so than Nainggolan, I really am starting to think that maybe Nainggolan will be the signing that is going to be coming. Just because it's like we've got that small link to him, but it's not as heavy. And I think that maybe this year Manchester United is trying to kind of stay quiet with what they're doing, maybe have a little bit of a leak, but I really feel like Nainggolan would be the perfect signing, even more so than Fabinho, because I would prefer for somebody to have a little bit more age on them, so meaning Nainggolan. And I would have even liked Matuidi to come to Manchester United to teach Timothy Fosu-Mensah more about the position, and once that's 2 or 3 years goes by, Fosu-Mensah can take over and lead that CDM position for the next 10 years.
Yeah, I would agree. Thanks for calling, Andrew. Really good call. Phoning from Canada or America?
America, Arizona.
Arizona. All right. Please call in again, Andrew. Great call.
Yep. Thanks, Mark.
I'll tell you what, I'm really enjoying this. It's something that we promised to do. Obviously, we do the Skype shows on a Monday and a Thursday normally, but I did say when there's a signing, we will go live at 8:30 with your thoughts on the signing. So keep calling in. Skype Goldbridge is the name, all one word on Skype. Obviously, it's 11:30 in the UK. I'm aware of that, but we will be live again tonight at 8 o'clock with Saturday Night Live. I just feel something else will happen. Mark Stevart says Lukaku ain't done yet. Miserable, half glass empty. Do you stop at car crashes, Mark? I mean, come on. Come on. Tell me a time when Manchester United have tweeted out that they've done a deal with a player and a player's club and they don't sign. I mean, official, I understand, but this is done. Lukaku celebrated it on a video with Pogba. It is done. He's a Manchester United player. Do not have any concerns about this now. Manchester United are a massive, massive organisation. They don't put tweets out saying that the deal is done and then it isn't done. So I'm not buying into that. I'm sorry. Lukaku to Real Madrid is whatever. We do need to sort a centre defence midfielder out. I totally agree with that. We'll see what happens with that. Conte is fuming. And do you think Dier is worth it, Mark? Says Air Aviation. I'd take Eric Dier over Matic. I would prefer Nainggolan or Fabinho. I've been quite consistent about that, to be honest. Just want to take another call, to be honest. Let's try. I don't know the name of this person. I've just clicked it. Can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
Hey there.
Hi, you're right.
Yeah.
You're live on the United Stand. What do you want to say?
Well, I wanted to say that I'm actually very happy about the signing of Lukaku. I think he actually is kind of a brilliant striker. He has a lot of pace to him, considering how big and tall he is and how strong he is. I think he's a clinical finisher, and I think he's just what we need.
Yes, and I've asked a couple of people of this. Have you always been consistently wanting Lukaku, or is this just something over the last few days that a lot of fans thought we were going to get Morata and we're happy with that, or is Lukaku the one that you wanted?
Oh no, Lukaku's always been. I don't know. I've always been a big fan of him ever since he was with Chelsea, and a young lad. I don't know. I just he has a sort of presence about him on the pitch, and he's really kind of an intimidating striker, and just something I really admire.
Do you think he'll play up front on his own, or do you think we will? I mean, we haven't played with the front two for many years, but some people, because we've been linked to so many strikers, think we might sign another one. Some people still think we might sign Morata as well. Can you see United playing as a front two with Lukaku? Because I just think he is the perfect number 9 up front on his own. For the reasons you've just said there, he's played in the Premier League, scored a lot of goals on his own up front. He's big, he's powerful, he's quick. He effectively does the job on his own up front. I can't see us going to a front two now, but I don't know what your thoughts are.
Oh no, I can't see us doing that either. I don't really think it's in trend right now with any other team either to have a front two. I see a lot of people, a lot of teams struggling when they have a short and small, fast striker up top on their own. But I really think Lukaku is, just like you said, the perfect number 9, and I think he's going to do a good job up there alone. I don't think we need to sign another striker. I think we need to rely more on Rashford and Martial in the center.
It's an interesting point, actually, because I think Rashford has obviously learnt from Rooney. He's got his own game. He's learnt from Zlatan. And I think Lukaku, again, is a different striker for him to learn from with different attributes. So it should be interesting to see what happens. Where are you calling from?
America.
America. First time on the show?
Yeah, first time.
Great. Well, thanks for calling, pal, and please do call in again.
All right, thank you.
Cheers, pal. Let me come back to live comments. I mean, live comments, I know you're getting neglected at the moment because it's a Skype reaction to the transfers, but Saturday Night Live is all about the live comments, so you get involved with us. We're live at 8 o'clock on a Saturday, by the way. Not 8 o'clock, not 8:30 on a Saturday. We do it at 8. Let's sign Alexis Sanchez or Ousmane Dembele, says Blaze94. Perisic is coming, bro, says Afsal. Yeah, Di Marzio, obviously, he's Italian-based, very, very reliable. He says that the deal for Perisic can be done. United just need to pay 50 million. It's too much. I want Perisic. I like Perisic. It'd be a good signing for United. He's experienced as well at 28. But I'll be annoyed if we get mugged off by Inter, but we refuse to pay the money for Morata. Go and get somebody else. That's what I think. Go and get somebody else, and let's not get mugged off by anybody. And let's keep sending that message out that we will not be messed around by anyone anymore, which is good. Ramsey was not announced officially by Manchester United at all. We didn't put out that we'd done a deal for Ramsey and he didn't come. Lukaku is the new Drogba, says Jordan M. Well, I don't think he is. I think that there are definite differences. But Mourinho knows about having a big, powerful number 9. And if he feels that Lukaku can do it, then I would definitely back him for that. Whoever's saying no audio, there clearly is audio because we've been live for over half an hour. And you're the only one saying it, so you might want to check it. You've turned your audio on your machine that you're watching. Ousmane Dembele would be a great signing. I'd be very, very excited by that. One thing that we do have to do with Lukaku, and a few of the callers have mentioned it as well, he does have similarities to Zlatan. I mean, his technique and touch is not the same as Zlatan. Not many footballers are. He needs to improve on that. But if you put decent balls into the box, as I saw Ross Barkley do on a couple of occasions last season, Lukaku in and around the box is good, but they've got to be natural crosses. Spoke about it so many times. You know, when I saw Ross Barkley do one towards the end of the season, he's running down the right, he curls it in, Lukaku's running towards it, facing the goal, bang. We do too many of these crosses where Mata's on the left or on the right, or Ashley Young's on the left. They cut back in and they curl it towards the goal, which as a centre-back, it's coming straight towards you, easy to defend. We need to put the crosses in where they got and make the centre-backs face their own goal. Very difficult to defend against. We've got to improve our crossing ability, which is one of the reasons we're probably in for Perisic, because he's very, very good creative-wise. We haven't really got anybody in our team who can put a decent cross in consistently. I mean, Mata and Ashley Young can, but they're always on the wrong wing to do it. So people are talking about left backs. There is so much to go on. So much going on. I do want to take another call. Let's go for... Let's try. Hello, can anybody hear me?
Hello.
Hello, you're live on the United Stand. What do you want to say?
Hi. So I wanted to comment on Lukaku and overrated critiques that people are giving. I think people are over criticizing Lukaku and his lack of goals in the big games. I think he has done pretty well against Manchester City. He scored goals last season, and against Liverpool he has scored countless times. So I think people should not over criticize him. And if given the option, I think paying 75 million for Morata or 75 million for Lukaku, I would take Lukaku because personally he has proven in Premier League. So I think this is a very good signing.
Yeah. I mean, I'll just come back at you on that. I mean, obviously I've said my bit on this, but Gary Neville basically coming out this morning and saying that effectively he wouldn't be his first choice, Lukaku, but he just feels that he goes missing in the big games. I mean, that's not something that I mean, Jose Mourinho obviously feels that he can sort that out.
I understand what Gary Neville says, because I think, like, Lukaku obviously will not be anyone's first choice, but there are not many strikers available, and like, he has scored 25 goals last season, and one thing we have missed last season is goals. Let us not be kidding, we have been missing goals like anything. And if Lukaku comes and punishes teams like Stoke City, Burnley's, we won't be complaining. If after 5 seasons Lukaku's at around 150 goals, 130 goals for us, do you think we will be complaining? Yes, he has his flaws. I think his first touch is not the greatest, but he's 24. I think he will improve. I believe that.
Yes. Where are you calling from, pal?
I'm calling from Halifax, Canada.
Halifax, Canada. We have got somebody on from Canada then. I mistook Andrew as Canada. He was in America, Arizona. But first time calling in?
Yeah, first time calling in, and I love your channel, and I'm happy that you don't listen to your critics. You keep on doing it. I think that's a great job.
Thank you, Ashwin. Please do call in again and keep spreading the good fight for the United stand.
Thank you for taking in. Thank you. Have a good one. Bye.
I think we'll do this more often because I've got a load of calls who've never been on before, and I think a lot of that's probably to do with the time that we've done this show at 11:30 on a Saturday. Normally 8:30, and I know that's very consistent, but it means you get this, for some people it's difficult to get on. So if you are new to the United Stand today, thanks for those who've called in. Thanks for everybody on the live comments. Remember to click that subscribe button in the bottom right hand corner. It's very important at the moment because there's so many live potential shows that could just happen at any time. 8 a.m. this morning, Manchester United tweeted out about Lukaku. So click the subscribe button in the bottom right hand corner, click the bell, and then you'll get notified when we go live. Fantastic community in the live comments as well, and we will be live again tonight at 8 o'clock with Saturday Night Live. If something else doesn't happen today, it could be happening now while I'm live, because I think it's going to be a busy couple of days for Manchester United. Manchester United back in training, I think, today as well. So Rooney probably going to go. I'm sure that something will be done about that. Just looking at Twitter, actually, there's some funny stuff on there. Richard Keys saying that Morata was a done deal. Look, I think Morata was coming to United, and United just changed direction because Real Madrid were taking us for fools. But it always goes to show, don't go announcing stuff way before it's happened, because United fans won't forget. Lots of people very excited to see Lukaku. For those people who don't understand that, I don't know what you're looking for, but Manchester United have tweeted out at 8 a.m. this morning that they're delighted to announce a fee has been agreed with Everton for the transfer of Romelu Lukaku, subject to a medical and personal terms. The deal is done. They did exactly the same with Lindelof. It was announced on the Saturday night like that, and then he was official on the Wednesday. So it's done. There's nothing really to announce when he signs because it's done. Andrew Gilbert, thanks for the contribution. He says, do you think we'll sign another striker to partner beside Lukaku and Rashford, as both Rooney and Zlatan have left? You do a great job, Mark. I do a great job, Andrew, because you lot do a great job getting involved. It's as simple as that. It's a collective. And I'm really pleased that we've implemented this summer, where when we do sign somebody, we can get a show in wherever, or you come in and give your thoughts as well. I'm going to grab Stephen's thoughts, actually, on that question. Stephen, I don't know whether you heard that one, but somebody was just saying there, Andrew was just saying, do you think we're signing another striker? Give us your thoughts on Lukaku, but do you think we'll be signing another striker as well?
Yeah, I didn't hear the question, Mark, because I think I must have been a few seconds behind. Firstly, with Lukaku, I'm personally over the moon with that signing. I think of all the people we were connected with, I was, he was certainly one of the players that I was really hoping would succeed. The main reason being, he is Premier League proven, and I think of all the other targets we were looking at, they weren't Premier League proven strikers. They were from other leagues. And I think with players like, Falcao, Di Maria, people we've had fairly recently, amazing players in the leagues they were in, but the Premier League is a different beast altogether. So the fact that Lukaku can do it in the Premier League year after year, I just think it's going to be amazing for United next season. It's going to be interesting to see how we set up. Do we revolve the team around Lukaku? Do we revolve around Pogba with Lukaku ahead of him? It's going to be fascinating to see. But I think I was thinking about the whole big game bottler thing. I think in the Premier League there are no small games. Every game is massive, and I think what happened to us with all the draws last season almost kind of showed that. So I'm really excited.
Yeah, I'm glad that there's a lot of people phoning in excited by the deal now, because we do need to back him. It's great that we've actually had people who have been consistently wanting Lukaku as well, because I know that there were United fans like that out there. How it'll work, I think he'll be up front on his own. Whether Pogba will be the closest to him, whether we'll sign a proper number 10. Talk about James Rodriguez again. I can't see us doing a deal with Madrid as much as I'd like Rodriguez, but links to Ousmane Dembele. What I would love to see is some natural width who can put proper balls into the box, because Zlatan didn't get enough of that last year, and he could have scored more goals with good crosses into the box. But Lukaku's the same, and I think the Premier League proving is important. I remember saying that last year about Mourinho. You know, he knows the Premier League, and that is important. Lukaku knows it. But do you feel that we will sign? I mean, I'll broaden the question. What other signings do you think we're going to do? In relation to positions, I suppose.
Yeah, I do agree with what you said before about needing 4 strikers. I think when United have been at their most successful, 99, York, Cole, Sheringham, Solskjaer, and then 2008, I think we had Tevez, Ronaldo, Rooney,
Sahar, I think it was, yeah.
Sahar, yeah, and Berbatov was 09, wasn't he? So I think that kind of model is, it just means we've got so many options. So I think we do need another striker. I don't think we should be going for someone that's kind of, another person on Lukaku's level, just because I'd be fearful that, I'd be fearful that it would put Rashford's development in the in the kind of background. I think a few people have talked about whether or not we'd go for Hernandez, 13 million buyout. I can't see him coming back, but I think a player of that ilk who is absolute quality, but maybe not someone as obvious as Morata. I think that would probably be the ideal in terms of other positions that we need. I think whether or not Mkhitaryan or Mata perhaps could do that number 10 role week in, week out and claim it is one thing. But I do think the main thing that drove me crazy watching United last year was the lack of width. And we need a player who will give us width, but not only that, a player that will be able to take free kicks and corners without us looking like an absolute embarrassment. Because last season, every corner, every free kick we got, I just thought, well, might as well give the ball back to the other team because we're not going to do anything with it. Yes, there was a few occasions when we managed to make something of it, but we do need, James Rodriguez sort of player would be ideal, but I can't see that happening because Madrid, I think, have been too stubborn and they've kind of shot themselves in the foot a little bit.
Yeah. Great point, Stephen. Thanks for calling in as usual, and please do call in again.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
Thank you.
Bye.
Ta-da. Please do drop a like. I forgot to say this, and it's remiss of me to do it. Please do drop a like on the video. We've got 560 already. It'd be nice to hit 1,000 while we're on the show, because we've had some cracking calls tonight. And as always, today. It's not today. It's not tonight. It's because it's Skype. I always do Skype at night. Please do drop a like on the video and support the people who call in. They're you. This is your channel. It's your community. Hopefully it encourages you to Skype in as well. But we've had a cracking array of calls today. And what I've really been pleased is we've had, I think, 2 or 3 people who wanted Lukaku before this week, who've wanted him for a long time, which is encouraging. I'm very interested to hear that, because I've not been on that boat at all. I mean, I'm on it now because he's a United player and I back Mourinho, but it's really good to hear those people that wanted him all along. So drop a like on the video and support your fellow United fans who've come on. Mark, what was your top 5 prediction again, says Rahul? Well, I don't really want to do it at the moment, but I did do it a couple of weeks, sort of forced into it. I did say United for the title because Mourinho wins it in the first 2 years, so I've got to stick with that. I think Man City might come second, Chelsea third, Arsenal might get back into 4th, Spurs 5th, Liverpool 6th. I mean, that sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? But that's probably what I would go with. So drop a like on the video. If you... Sorry, I just got to block someone. If you are new, subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. But thanks everybody who has called in. Some really, really interesting calls as per usual. If you've joined us late, go back to the start and listen. Some really, really good calls. For everyone who's been asking, we do sell United Stand t-shirts now. They are done through Amazon. The link is in the video description. They're available to US and UK. Not available anywhere else at the moment. It's all done through Amazon, so credible website. You can go and have a look at that. Available in 5 colours, very similar to the ones I've got. I like the navy blue one the best, but there you go. Link in the video description for that, for those who are asking. Fantastic calls from everybody. I am going to end it there because I could just carry on all day, and I do think that there is going to be something else for us to discuss at 8 o'clock tonight. I think it's going to be a big day. United have effectively parked the Lukaku deal. They've announced at 8 AM that the fee has been agreed, the medical and the official signing of the terms, probably going to be tomorrow when they link up in America. I think they'll be moving on to something else today. I don't know what, but Rooney may get announced officially gone as well. So there's lots for us to react to, which is why I've reacted to this quicker than normal. We've took your calls on it. We will do that with every signing. Brilliant. I've actually really enjoyed it, and we'll definitely be doing this more when people leave and sign, because getting your opinion on it is way more important than getting mine. So brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Thanks everyone for watching, and lots of people talking about t-shirts. Video description. Hit the like button for everyone who's been on. Subscribe if you're new. Make sure you get your notification on. If anything happens between 8 o'clock tonight and now, we'll go live again. But if not, like Saturday Night Live, 8 o'clock, where we basically it's all about the live comments. So yeah, speak to you all very soon. Teva K, I said your name, and speak to you soon. Thanks for watching. Could be a massive day today.